Welcome everybody, Antonio here with another video. Now you probably clicked on this video, no it's not a clickbait. You probably clicked on this video because you're interested probably specifically in Lakewood Ranch. You've obviously done your research, I probably don't need to tell you anything about it. But yeah, you probably clicked on this video because of that, but primarily because you saw that there's a way, not only a way, but a lot of builders right now are taking up to, I don't want to say it too loud, but up to $30,000 off the sticker price you see. So towards the end of the video, we are going to talk prices on the specific property we're going to be checking out today. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. So we're standing right in front of the property that we are going to be viewing today. I'll talk a little bit about it here and then we'll jump right on in. So this property here, as you can see, it is the Lantana. It's a 2,045 square foot home, 4-bed, 2.5 bath. You're going to notice some high ceilings, some really good touches, good upgrades to the property. But more importantly, you're going to see the price of this property. Stay tuned to the very end where we're going to talk about the pricing, talk about the CDD, talk about the HOA. But right now, without any further ado, let's go right on in. So one of the things you're going to notice right off the top is the high ceilings throughout pretty much the whole property. You're going to notice in the rooms, the bathrooms. But generally speaking, if you can get a property that has high ceilings, even if you add a lot of furniture, it tends to still look quite spacious. So immediately here to our right, we're going to have the bathroom. Now this is a full bathroom, as you can see here. Sink, vanity, you have a toilet, tile. In here is a small storage. Obviously you can get some towels or anything for the bathroom in here. And then here, so our entryway was right there. So right here to the right or left, depending on how you're viewing it. This is the first bedroom. Again, this home does have 4, so it does have carpet. So this here is the closet. We'll take a look from a few different angles in here. The first room here to the left of the entryway is a laundry room. Again, same thing, high ceilings. You can see washer and dryer. And we do have the garage in here. Nothing fancy with the garage, but it still is a two-car garage with a significant amount of space. And then right here to the right, you do have an office space. It can become a secondary living room, a playroom for the kids, really whatever you want to do with it. So right here to the left, you do have, that's the air conditioner. If you really wanted to, you could put, some stuff in there. And this is the half bath. So half bathroom, toilet and sink. And then, man, look at that accent wall. It's beautiful. You do have carpet, again, closet, and we'll look at this one from a few different angles. Now these, these for sure are not hurricane proof. Some builders do the hurricane proof, some of them offer it as an option. They're quite expensive. Whether you do it through the builder or you do it yourself at a later point, they're still expensive. Look at that wall. So this is your living area. They have quite a bit of furniture here, and you can still see there's a great amount of room. You can totally entertain. I mean, it's a little bit minimalistic. I think realistically, if you're a family living here, unless it's just, a couple, maybe one kid, you're probably gonna have a little bit more furniture than this, maybe a little love seat. But generally speaking, it has a good amount of space here throughout. So that was our entryway. Great choices of color combination. Again, I don't know if you can pick this up on video, but just the ceilings help out tremendously. Now we do have this big island here that is granite. It's a great upgrade, great option they do. Now, one thing I don't like with this builder is they don't do the soft close. At least I don't think they do. But it's not a huge deal breaker. I've had to add them to previous homes I've owned, and it's not that big of a deal. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you could hire someone. But here's the pantry. You could totally put a bit more storage there. You probably would need a ladder, depending on how tall or how short you are, but it's a good amount of room with the pantry. I'd probably upgrade this to that glass one that says pantry. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. But all in all, I think a great amount of storage. Entertaining here, so you can be washing some dishes, watching TV, entertaining family outside, really whatever. If you're cooking here or you got multiple family members helping you prep some food, cook some food, washing dishes. You can have quite a bit of people in here and still, I don't think, feel crammed. Now you do have a designated dining area here. You could probably change that to a chandelier if you wanted to. And what I like is, being a big island like this, you could sit 3 people here. I mean, if you're having a party, you could probably get more people to eat from here. But of course, what I think you guys want to see is the master. So just like all the other rooms we saw, they are carpet, tray ceilings, again, high ceilings like we spoke about. Just look at this. I love the color combination. And we probably need to balance the fan so the things stop bouncing everywhere, but look at that. Look at that view. Just imagine waking up. I don't know where, whoever's watching this video, where you're from, but just imagine waking up to that. Look at how beautiful that is. I don't know about you, but I could totally do that. Even from your bed would be right here. You don't even need to get up. Just look outside your window. Look at that. Today is one of those days, I'd certainly say it's picture perfect here in Florida. It's not too hot. Cold. It's really never cold. You may get 1-2 times a year where it gets cold, but generally speaking, it's not cold. So closets, we have 2 closets here. Not much storage that they add other than those. I don't even know if they'll include those racks when you buy it, but I'm not a fan of those anyways. Oh, I think this is pretty easy. If your life or your significant others, anything like mine, this is certainly the hers, and this would be the his. You can see it's pretty, I wouldn't say it's tiny. I mean, for me, it'd be plenty with the suits and the stuff I have. But this one for sure is bigger. I would say it has this extra space here. More shoes, more purses, more stuff they don't need. No, I'm just kidding. But so here's the master bathroom. This is beautiful. Again, beautiful color combinations. You got your double sink, granite, same cabinets that we saw in the kitchen. Good size stand-up shower with tile. I don't know if that's the same tile we saw in the other bathroom, but it looks like it, at least to me. Look at that. That's pretty big. Just really relax in here. And then that's a ton of space there. Yeah, that's pretty big. And again, the same high ceilings continue throughout. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the lighting, I don't know if I think these are LEDs, but it's a smaller pucks that take up, less room. And if they are LED, obviously consume less power. Before we go jump into the price, the HOA costs, and so on, let's take a look out here. Now, if you're not from Florida, this probably looks normal to you. But in Florida, I'm not from here, but I've been here long enough where this is not normal to me. And what I mean by that is we do have patio spaces like this, but we have what we call lanais, which are covered enclosed patio spaces. The reason for that, I think it's pretty obvious. There is bugs. I wouldn't say there's a lot of bugs in Florida. When I first moved, I thought there was a tremendous amount, but it's nowhere like people described, at least not here where I live in Lakewood. But yeah, the only thing this would be missing for me to consider it a normal home I'm used to seeing is just for it to be enclosed. And by enclosure, it's just a screen mesh. It's the same screen mesh you find on windows. These don't have it, just so they look pretty. But it's the same mesh you'd find on there. But aside from that, it's a good amount of space here. You can totally have a barbecue on either here or on that end. You can have a good amount of furniture, again, either on that end or on this end. Now, some people will opt to extend the lanai further, so they'll push it back, the whole enclosure. It's like, I guess the best way to describe it if you're not from Florida, it's like a cage. That's the best way to describe it. So it's like a cage that you can enclose further out. Again, I'm not a pool person, but I would say a pool should fit on this lot. And then check this out. So if you see a gator, please let me know in the comments, because I can't see one, at least not right now. What we're gonna do now is come on in. We're gonna look at some price sheets, or more talk about some prices, and probably in this video. So for everybody that can't wait to hear about the pricing. So the pricing, again, just to remind you guys, this was the Lantana, or is the Lantana. It's a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, just over 2,000 square feet. I want to say it was 2,045 square feet. And this home right now, as it sits, goes for $509,915. Now, if you know anything about the market we're dealing with right now, you probably know that's not actually what you're going to pay. And I mean that in a good way. There's incentives going on right now that D.R. Horton, believe it or not, is just off the bat, giving $20,000 off that price. So you can knock $20,000 off. They're also giving better rates to buy down the rate. So a lot of people say, hey, you know, the rate's too high, I don't want to buy right now. So what they're offering is an option where they actually buy down the rate so you can get something a lot more affordable. On top of that, you get $20,000 off. Now, another thing as well that they're not offering but is very common in this market, just because, again, the market we're in, let's say the home is, they're asking $509, you could come in with an offer of, let's say, $500 to $495. Let's say they accept it, and on top of that, you can tack on your $20,000 discount. So realistically speaking, all in, you can probably be getting in this home for anywhere between $475 to $480, which is ridiculous considering you are in Lakewood Ranch. Now, being a new build community, not all, but some do have HOA and do have CDDs. Again, if you're not from Florida, other states have what they call a Melrose. There's different names for it. Pretty much what it is, if your state has it, and it may just has a different name. Generally speaking, that CDD or that Melrose, it's the development of the street, the lights, the curb, all that being billed to the people living in the community. And again, here in Florida, it's called a CDD. So one reason I really like visiting this community is because the really low HOA and the CDD. So the HOA, the monthly HOA for this property is $112 with 72 cents a month. So it's not bad. Now the annual CDD, again, this is annually, is $1,163. Generally the CDD, if you're getting a loan, it gets tacked on to the taxes and paid through that way. Obviously, if you're paying cash, you'd probably just pay it once a year alongside with your taxes, because again, it does get added to the CDD. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully, I know I enjoyed it. I always love touring new homes because, like I said, it always gives me ideas. And I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't like looking at new, beautiful properties? So that's going to be it for this video. If there's any more details you guys want to hear about, or any other builds or any other communities, specifically on D.R. Horton or any other builder here in Lakewood Ranch, I'd be more than happy to answer that. My contact info is down below. Any comments, post them down below. Let me know what you guys think of this property. Is it too expensive? Are you still thinking it's just not worth it? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. As always, till next time.